If you like this video, please press the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel, and also give it a thumbs up. You have probably heard the claim that human DNA is 98% similar to that of chimpanzees. However, this is a typical case of scientific reporting being more friendly to evolution than the actual paper. It ignores several factors that the original paper itself mentions that show the claim is bogus as reported. This is claimed despite the fact that there are significant differences, even visually. The most obvious of which is the fact that chimpanzees, gorillas, and orangutan have an additional chromosome. The claim is made that our chromosome 2 resulted from a chromosome fusion event. This is a discussion for another video. Nothing defeats a good evolutionary argument like the original paper. The 98% similar figure is based on a comparison only of the parts of the human and chimpanzee DNA that can be easily aligned. Then counting only those parts that are single nucleotide differences called substitutions, you can get about 98.7% similarity. However, it does not end there. When you include insertions and deletions, the similarity drops by 6%, giving us a similarity of only about 92.78%. These indels are segments where you insert one or more nucleotides or delete one or more nucleotides from the compared sequence. They make up 3% of both genomes in the alignable sections for a total difference of 6%. This reduces the propaganda value greatly. However, it gets worse for the evolutionary interpretation because the segments that are easily aligned exclude 18% of the chimpanzee genome and 25% of the human genome. So these calculations are based on only 75% to 82% of the genomes, resulting in a calculated similarity of only between 69% to 76%. A more recent estimate of similarity reduces the similarity based on substitutions to 96.66% when centromeres are excluded. This reduces the actual similarity to no more than 91% when indels are considered, but it is probably lower. This makes the best possible degree of similarity too distant for common descent to be feasible. So why do evolutionists cite the 98% figure as if it were the actual degree of similarity between the DNA of humans and chimpanzees? In most cases, it is ignorance. They have never read the actual paper, and as a result, the only way they know this figure is by reading it in articles and seeing it in videos. Folks who have fallen into this category are pretty much victims of those who are pushing this idea. The main source of their guilt in this regard is not bothering to check the original source material, but just accepting a science reporting article on blind faith. Ironically, this is something they frequently accuse creationists of doing. However, what about those who should know better because they have read the original paper, but still report the 98% figure? One reason would be that they are so biased that all they actually see is the 98% figure, and anything else just goes over their head. The other possibility is that the 98% similarity figure has such great propaganda value that they cannot resist repeating it as if it were true, despite knowing that it is not. Anyone who falls under this category is simply lying through their teeth. In conclusion, the basis of the 98% similarity figure uses the parts of the human and chimp genomes that easily align, while only counting substitutions and ignoring insertions and deletions. The simple fact of the matter is that the human and chimpanzee genomes are nowhere near as similar as evolutionists claim. This figure, however, has such great propaganda value that even those who know better apparently cannot resist the urge to use it.